All right, I'm here. It took me a few minutes to get some things organized, but I'm here. Ha! Hooray! Here I am. Okay, so today, welcome, by the way, Elaine Marolakos Edelson with Astrology Mojo, transformational astrology. I want to help you get your mojo back. And we are actually going to be exploring some aspects and angles in this beautiful universe we call us and the world. All right, so first, how is everyone? Come join me. Let me know that you're here. We are going to be talking about the Jupiter squaring Neptune, and then Jupiter squaring the whole Virgo lineup, and then the Neptune opposition. What does that mean? That's so much technical information. Well, basically what it means for you is you're going to be able to, get a move on, little doggy. Yeah, we want that, right? We want that. We want to suspend disbelief sometimes so we can, think about something else. What do we want to think about? Well, what's possible, right? Look behind me. That's possible. If that's possible and you are possible, what else is possible? Let me know you're here. What's your birthday? La, 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 la. Okay, so please also remember to get on over to I'm going to post it right now, to my YouTube channel, Astrology Mojo, and subscribe. Thank you. And when you subscribe, you'll get a little bell, and you can click the bell, and that will give you notifications when we start uploading new content. So let me just post that in the comment section. Come on here and let me know that you're around this morning. It's a beautiful day here in Sedona, Arizona. Hi, Mindy. So let's see. And Mindy is a Pisces. Oh, we're going to be talking about Neptune, so you're going to like this. Okay, so I'm just typing this. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, cool. And return. Okay, my computer's going wacky. There it is. Ta-da! Made it. Hooray! Well, I hope that you're having a beautiful day, no matter where you are in the world. Oh, speaking of which, hang on. Let's say hello to some new countries that have joined us. Last time it was Guatemala, Poland, Japan, Greece, Taiwan, and the Netherlands. And now we also have Botswana joining us, Portugal. And welcome, and thank you so much for being part of the Astrology Mojo transformational community. Remember, this is more than just astrology, folks. This is about you understanding your power in this world and activating your whole gig. It's everything you want to be doing, right? It's your awareness, it's your consciousness, it's the activation of your spirit and your purpose. And my computer's going a little wacky here. Okay, so anyway, we are here. I'm excited. Please let me know that you're here. Hi, Shannon. Hey, I'm Melbourne, Australia. We have Australia here. Yay, hooray. And okay, sometimes Europe and Australia does birthdays a little different. So you are November 7th, is that correct? And if you are, then you're a Libra. I'm sorry, a Scorpio. But I want to make sure you're not. Sometimes people will come to me and go, oh, yeah, here's the number. And then it's actually 7 would be July. So I want to make sure I got that correct. Okay, so, well, I'm starting to heat up as I start to open up my channel. What? Hey, Dean, can you come and help me with something here? July. So I thought 7/11. Okay. Can you just move that light? Because we're having some interference and I'm seeing grays popping up on my screen. I don't know. That was where? That's weird. Maybe. As I move, things are moving with me. I don't know. Okay. Yes, Cancer, Taurus rising. So what we're looking at here is an opposition between Neptune and the Sun, Mars, and Venus. And also, and this is coming up, okay? So I want to prepare you ahead of time. This is not just happening today. This is happening starting August 28th, depending on where you live in the world, all the way through September 23rd. So during that time frame, I want you to become aware of what you can do to activate your power and your life's purpose and literally get over yourself. Dare I say it? Okay. So, so we have a Pisces hanging out with us. We've got a Taurus. We've got a Cancer. We've got another Cancer. Who else is here? Come say hello. I can hear my dog banging on the door. Sorry. Not getting out of my chair right now. Okay. So, and also share the love. If you think this information, whether you're listening to this live or in a replay or on my YouTube channel, please share the love and let other people know that I'm around, because I do want to help and I want to see you get your mojo back. So a little bit of definitions and things, because some people may be new to me, and that is, all right, folks, please listen up. The planets don't do anything to you, okay? We live in a cooperation with the cosmos, so that when the planets make a move, you feel it. When you make a move, the planets reflect that by way of aspects and angles in astrology. So basically, astrology tells you what time it is. So what time is it? Well, right now, it's time to be as present as possible, right? And to love who you are as much as possible, and to focus on why you don't have the things you want in your life. Why? Instead of becoming the victim, instead of becoming the person who can't attain what they think they need to have or deserve, it's about really looking in that mirror and seeing what you can change. And we're going to talk about 3 things you can do in this time frame, and then apply it to everything through August 28th-ish, all the way through September 23rd. And we're going to be talking more about this. I am here now Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, 3 days. Hooray! 10 a.m. Pacific until the clocks change, and then I'll announce that. So thank you for being here. All right, so let's get right into it. I got my notes. I'm going to move this over so I can see comments from people. And okay. Wait a minute. I need a sip of the universe. That's where I get my fuel, is from the universe. And stick around. I will be pulling some cards for everyone. Okay. Where was I? So what we're going to explore today is Jupiter, the planet that represents, remember, the planet's not doing it to you, but Jupiter represents abundance, expansion, foreign affairs, cultural matters, the law, judicial experiences. And also, let's see, benevolence, higher education, travel. And on the downside, on the low end of the mundane spectrum, Jupiter is about judgments and about overindulgence. So this is what we have to start to become really careful of. And so Jupiter is squaring. I'll show you in a minute what that looks like in an actual chart. And Jupiter is squaring, which means a tense angle to Neptune, coming up August 28th through September 23rd. And what's going to happen is this energy is going to start to build over time. And we have been talking about, so if you haven't listened to my shows recently, we've been talking about Uranus in Taurus, trining, wonderful blessing angles, opening up, meaning you're ready to open up to something new, to something that creates freedom in your life. Okay, so these are happening as well. But when Jupiter, this expansive energy in you, wants to really do something and then is squelched, and we look at the part of you that is squelching it, and that is Neptune. And Neptune represents mysticism and magic and illusion. Isn't that cool? And Neptune represents horses as well. believe it or not. And it's a vibe that's all about your metaphysical being. Ultimately, on Earth, Neptune is about your unfinished business. Okay. And with Jupiter squaring, it's like, are you ready? You're being nudged, pushed out of the nest, maybe, pushed to go beyond your comfort zone, pushed to do something that you've been wanting to do, but you think it's already been done. It's already out there. I'm not good enough. I'm not, blah, all the not enoughs. And Neptune is in its natural position of Pisces. So the illusion is very strong. So it can be an addiction. An addiction to, instead of working, you binge watch TV shows until 2 a.m. Instead of working on yourself or activating this entrepreneurial energy that you might have, you get scattered to the winds and you do a little bit of everything and you're like, oh, it didn't work. See, didn't work. Told you. So we want to be careful of the illusion that you are creating on whatever level. And we're going to talk about that more in depth. So I just wanted to, cover some of the definitions about the self-judgment and where Neptune doesn't want to see the truth. And that's the part of you that doesn't want to see ugliness, the judgment of ugliness, the ugliness of judgments. And I'm not talking about evaluations. Oh, look, she has red hair. She was probably born with it. That's an assumption. It's neither positive nor is it negative. But, oh, look, she has red hair. Who's she trying to kid? She dyed it. Negative judgment versus evaluation. And so the higher vibe is where we're going. We hope. Let me know you're here. Who's joining me today? Shannon wants to know, in case you don't know me, I am clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, empath, intuitive, psychic, if you want to call it. Psychic sometimes refers to a lower vibe, so let's raise the vibration. I'm a modern mystic. I dabble in all of the metaphysical and spiritual arts and have been doing so for over 30 years. And in doing my work, laying on of hands energy work, empathy, clairaudience, where I actually hear things, clairvoyance, where I see things, clairsentience, where I feel and smell things, and have programs dedicated to those things as well. So yes, that's what I do. This is who I am, and I am a representative of the universe. Hi, welcome. You've got mail. Okay. So let's talk more about, and when I talk about transformational astrology, it's not just the planets. It's what they represent to you. It's what they represent in a collective unconscious state that we want to bring into the conscious awareness. So you can make some changes and do what you came here to do. Shall we get on with it? Absolutely. Now, when we put all this together, and let me show you exactly what it looks like, it's called a T-square. And a T-square is a force to be reckoned with. Wait a minute. Look at that. Fancy graphics. Okay, so up at the top of the screen, mostly in green, Virgo, we have Mercury, which is coming in to Virgo very soon. But we've got Mars, Sun, and Venus in Virgo. Okay, so I've talked about that in previous shows. So look up my replays, and or we can upload more this weekend to YouTube. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel. And so the trine, which is the green triangle all the way to Uranus and Taurus, is a very positive experience that you're willing and ready to engage so that you can have open doors. Okay, that's what we've been talking about, and we will continue to talk about it. But now I'm introducing the next portion of the program, which has to do with your expansion and your inner judgments and why you came to this earth. Look at the purple opposition lines. That's Neptune down here in the bottom. Whoopsie, wrong side. Down here in the, I'm backwards. Down here in the bottom, there's Neptune in Pisces. Okay, and directly opposite that is all the other energies of love, beauty, protection, finances, the focus, and your actions and your perceptions and beliefs. So if there is a square, see the red squares, When the red squares make, and Jupiter's in the sign of Sagittarius, also a natural placement, so it makes it more powerful and more prevalent and more accessible. So when we have an opposition and then we have a square to one singular planet, or to two planets that go this way, in the middle it makes a T. So when we have a T square, that's pretty powerful. And what it's basically saying is, you need to get off your butt. You need to get off your butt and let's get moving. Hey, Christine is here. Welcome. Okay, so what we want to do is look at what are the things that are showing up in our lives right now. And I'm going to be having this conversation again on Monday and again next Thursday. And when we, a lot of times people, when they're in a Neptune phase, now if you are a Pisces, sun, rising, or moon, if you have Neptune in Pisces in your chart, then right now you're having an experience of something that doesn't feel right. And it almost feels like you're a victim. And it almost feels like they're doing something to you. And it almost feels like this isn't what I wanted. And this is so uncomfortable. And I'm so frustrated. I'm so pissed off. Okay, if you're also a Sag, sun, rising, or moon, or have a strong Sag placement in Saturn or Jupiter or in your chart, then you're also going to be feeling this and wanting to expand. Now, everybody's going to feel this because we're all sentient beings. We all feel things. We're all super sensitive and empathic. We just don't always access these energies. So what I want to see you do is ask yourself some questions, okay? And then I'm going to show you 3 things you can do to get over yourself so that you can apply these things in a very real and active way, gently, in your lives, so you see these changes. All right, so when we have a T square, what does it feel like? Well, one, it could be you're in denial. And look, the building is so beautiful. The architecture is amazing, but the building's on fire. It's, let's have a reality check. So when you're in denial about something, and it could be about how you're approaching your dreams, like, I want to write a book. So I'm just gonna, write a couple of pages and then I'm going to write 6 chapters, and then it takes you whatever time it takes you. And then you say, I'm going to rewrite those chapters. And before you know it, 10 years have gone by and you're still rewriting the same chapters. Okay. So maybe your approach isn't exactly working. If your outcome and your goal is to publish, we have to actually get a move on. Okay. So, or 2, you might not have faith enough in yourself, or that you're confident enough to be competent enough in your own expertise to move beyond your limitations. And a lot of times it's like saying, I was born with a Mars in Pisces. So Mars represents how you act. And in Pisces, it's lost in movies and books and illusion. And of course, I'm a metaphysician and a modern mystic. So it's like, I could research that all day. Let me go out and get the next thing. What's the next energy kind of treatment I could get? And I still do that, but now I apply it in a very practical way. But before, it used to be like, oh, wow, I had a reading. That was amazing. And then I did drudgery work that I didn't really want to be doing, but I had a reading and it just felt amazing. So I got lost in the 30,000 foot energy of something instead of grounding it into my body and making it a practice and then seeing actual results. And that's what we want to do. So that's what I'm hoping that you get from this. Okay. Or with this T square happening, you might be feeling that the world is in your face and they just, they won't leave, and they're so annoying and you want to judge them and you're like, why the bleep is that person doing that? And you just find yourself having conversations in your head about something. You're obsessing in the middle of the night that, it could have gone this way, but she never called me back, or this didn't happen, or that didn't happen, or what the hell do they think I'm doing? And this kind of thing goes on. And that's the negative judgment that comes into play when you are finding a really great way to distract yourself from the truth. And so what can you do? Oh my gosh. Hey, if you're just joining me and, I talk fast, I know it's like speed dating. But Elaine Marolakos Edelson here with transformational astrology, and it's more than just astrology. It's about becoming a Mojo Mystic. And I've posted that before, and I'm going to post it again, as soon as I could find it. I posted it last time on Facebook, and I will do it again. So if you're not part of my community, please join Facebook Live and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And when you click the little bell, you'll be able to get new content that we upload. My husband Dean and I are working this together, and right now I'm going to have a little empowerment from the galaxy. Ah, that was so refreshing. Hey, Deanna's here, and let's see, Rhonda's here, and hang on. I have overlapping things on my screen, so I have to click away. So Shannon says, this is such synchronicity. Right now I'm writing an outline for a book I want to write. Yes, absolutely. Brilliant. I love that. Yes, keep going. So as you write the outline, Shannon, you can also detail, as I am also a nonfiction author and historical fiction fantasy author, I can share with you and anyone else who is a writer or wants to be writing that, outline or no, what's important is to know the ending of every chapter that leads you toward the next chapter. So it's a page turner. So there's less completion at the end, and you leave more questions. So as you're doing this, whether it's fiction or nonfiction, it's important to see, and not just writing. You could be writing music. You could be researching something for a new job. You could be researching for your health. You could be looking at overcoming an obstacle. This is what we're looking at. We're going to overcome an obstacle by utilizing this energy. So what you can do is, one, have a daily, we hope, hourly would be primo, or weekly, okay, monthly, yeah, but let me nudge you forward. You can do it. I know you can do it. Oh, wait. Waka Waka Waka. Oh, what's her name? I just sang her the other day, too. Shakira. No, it sounds more like Kermit the Frog. Shakira, no insults, I hope. Okay, so have a reality check every hour, every day, every week, every month. And what's this reality check? Well, somebody just said something and you go, wait, I feel that. You want to be able to feel, because with Neptune, it's going to be a very visceral energy. It's going to be, ow, or hey, or ow. Did that just happen? Wait a second. And then you want to keep going with that reality check. All right. Step one of how to remedy this T-square and work with it instead of fighting it. That's the T-square. You see the two squares that can emerge. All right. Square at the top, square at the bottom. Oh, I'm all mixed up. Anyway, is have a reality check. What's my role in what just happened? Because you are the magnet to everything in your life. And then what happens? When you realize the answers to these questions and you say to yourself, what vibe am I outputting? Oh my gosh, I might be doing the approach avoidance thing. Come on. And then no, stay far away. Come on, you can do it. It's like saying to someone, hey, I'll call you tomorrow so we could talk some more. I really miss you. I'll call you tomorrow. And then it's 3 weeks later and you don't hear from them. Okay, that's a very Pisces energy. That's a very Neptune energy. And it's not to judge it. It's just to say, if it doesn't work for you in your world, it's important that you comment on it without judgment. It's like saying, I need to be honest with you. I need to be honest and transparent. When you say you're going to call me and you don't, it hurts my feelings. So then I become the one always calling you, chasing you. I mean, that's just one tiny example of how you can apply this in everyday life. So you want to know what your role is, okay? to remedy this T-square and work with it, you want to know what your role is. What vibe are you outputting to attract this? Because everything in your world is there because of you. Was that a shocker? Did you not know that? You know it now. Galaxy's calling. One big gulp of a nebula is all it takes sometimes. All right, let me get to the who's chatting here. Brittany, you are amazing from a Sagittarius sun. Thank you. Thank you, Sag sun. And okay, Sag sun, Jupiter is in Sagittarius and this T-square. So you want to find out, where are you judging yourself? And we come to the second thing of what you can do. Not just as a Sag or Sag rising or moon, or if you've got a Saturn in Sag or any planets in your chart. And Dean can post a link to get your free complimentary chart. And what's exciting is, and then you click the, when you opt in for your free birth chart, if you don't already have one, you'll be taken to a video that I made just for you and your sun sign. And I hope you enjoy it, because I had fun making them. Okay, so Dean, if you could post that link to people getting their free charts. Okay, so getting back to the Sag energy. When Jupiter is doing a square dance with Neptune and the Sun, Mars, and Venus, we're going to break this down. Again, I'll be back on Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific. And then again on next Thursday. So Monday, Thursday, Saturdays, 10 a.m. Pacific until the clocks change. And we in Arizona do not change our clocks. So I will advise you of the time difference. Won't be much. But so you want to have 3 checks. 1, reality check, right? Did that just happen? What just happened? What was my role in that? What am I outputting to get that back? And sometimes it's about setting boundaries. I wish I had an echo on this thing. Boundaries. It's just like I want to whip off this microphone and start singing. Gotta have a boundary. That's my new song today. And I sing all the time. Okay, so Sag energy wants to judge it when it's not going as happily and as quickly as possible. Sag is a fire sign. And I find that what's here really interesting is Sag. We're going to have a whole talk on this one day. If people are interested, let me know what else you want to talk about. But the signs versus gender or gender expression. So real quick second, a Sag woman is more active and pursuant than a Sag man. I find that fascinating. Okay, what else? We got short affirmations, Rhonda says. Shannon says, oh, wow, thank you. It's nonfiction, spiritual genre book. Massively needed. So, tell stories. People relate to stories. Let me tell you a story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day, am I showing my age? Oh my gosh. I used to watch the Beverly Hillbillies all the time. I loved it. I loved the grandma. I loved Granny. She had common sense. Okay. So Star is here. Christine says, my Sag wants to dance. Honey, come on. Let's do it. To what? I need some music. Give me some music. Give me a downbeat. All right, who else is here? Austin. Where is that link for free chart? I think my husband just posted it in the comment section. So look for that. Okay. So how to remedy the T-square. Let me get back to it. 1, have a daily check-in. Did this just happen? Why am I attracting this? What energy am I outputting? Take note of that and then become aware of that and then see it when it happens again and then do your best to pull it back or make it bigger if it's something that brings in something positive, okay? Because it's you in charge of your energy. Second thing is to release negative judgments. Those people sitting in those big chairs in those big buildings, having to do with my money, my power, the way I live, my community, the water I drink, the food I eat, who the flick are they? When these things start to come out of you, I want you to take a nice deep breath And I want you to imagine, and then take a sip of something really healthy, like spirulina, drink Ultima powder, which is a vitamin powder that has 0 sugar. Let's bring down the sugar. Jupiter and Neptune square. It's like, oh, I'll just have another drink. It's okay. I haven't had a drink in 5 years, but I just feel like having a glass of wine. And then after that, it's like, let me eat 17 cookies. And this is, I could have a piece of bread. What's wrong with you? And so the extravagance begins when you want to cover up what's happening, that energy of conflict, that I can't resolve it. And then, when you release that negative judgment, it has a lot to do with you recognizing your behavior and to move toward finishing your business. Remember, Neptune represents unfinished business. So what does that mean? Is it lofty? Like, I'm going to win a Pulitzer and I'll show up and I'll wear my favorite dress and my crown jewel. No, it's going to be, I said I would clean out the garage 6 months ago. Little things. Start small and then they grow. Because when you clear your space and your clutter, you clear your emotions. When you clear your emotions, you start to download the universal information that you are meant to be getting. But it's gunked up, right? Because you got judgments. So, and please, I'm begging you, please stop blaming others and yourself for something that happened a million years ago. All right, so do we need to have a whole conversation on self-forgiveness? I don't know. Okay, and the third thing you can do to work with this T-square is to engage in something that gives you that feeling of magic, mysticism, freedom, travel, astrology, expansion, writing, music, books, cartoons, what else? Fantasy. I just started watching Impulse on YouTube. I didn't know YouTube made their own content. It's great. It's like Travelers put together with the Time Traveler's Wife put together with Sense8, less the extreme, sexual stuff. But it's all, anyways, it's like I'm riveted. Okay, metaphysics, science, technology, and ultimately let these things up your vibe. Up your vibe. If that's the judgment you want to, hey, pal, up your vibe. You could say that. It doesn't hurt. Because you want to use the magic of the universe that's already in you. You see that behind me? That's a NASA image, by the way. Thank you, NASA. And it is so aptly, magically, mystically named NGC 4485 Galaxy. Yeah, that's what that looks like. That looks like an NGC to me. Okay, so does this make sense? Is this helping you engage the magic of the universe? Release those judgments and the blame and just check in, reality check in. Neptune demands that actually the planets don't do anything, so it's not demanding. But when you are in that illusion, like, yeah, I could just, I don't need to work out this week or shower. It's fine. Yeah, I'm not going to see anybody. What's the problem? I'll do it next time. So these extremes that come in that affect your health, well-being, hygiene, your moods. We used to tell Aaliyah, our kid, our cosmic doodle kid, that food is mood and green keeps you clean and breathing keeps you present. So please be present. Does this make sense, everybody? Shannon says, thank you so much. You're so welcome. Beverly Hillbillies, yeah, right? She's back. Kathleen. We have another Cancer. So we've got, hey, get to know each other, people, because this, I'm not sure why you're not seeing a link, Mindy, but the link is posted in the comment section. So maybe we could post it again, but it is there. Oh, I've got more comments. Hang on. Okay. Yes. Hi, Jeanette. Hi, Sage. And Jeanette says, boy, do I have a lot of clutter to clean. Great, because when you do, you get clear on the inside. And what you do also, who's seen Marie Kondo? Hi, whatever, no insult. I don't know a lot of Japanese words. Oh, konnichiwa. And then free, it's like you want to free your closet, because when you do, and it's not just your closet, your desk, your mind, your body, your drawers, when you move energy, this is what this is all about. When you move energy, you invite something new into your world. Okay, I got a late start today, but I think we covered it all. Just a recap of the 3 things that you can do to work with this T-square that is in play between August 28th-ish all the way through September 3rd, and it's going to really power up as we move along. So get going now. That's why I talk about these things prior to the event. I see a lot of astrologers and they have awesome content, but they'll say things like, okay, today. Okay, but wait, wait a minute. So, or if you catch me in a replay, this is going on all the way through September 23rd. You can apply. So please make use of this information and this energy. Okay. Thank you for validating, Shannon. So 1, what can you do? Hourly, weekly, daily. Check in, reality check in. What am I doing to attract this information? Did that just happen? Let me get clear on that. And then it's releasing the negative judgment about your behavior, their behavior. And stop punishing yourself and others, please. All right. And then the last thing you can do is to engage in a different cultural event. If you are slightly, not to say that you're homophobic, but if you're slightly uncomfortable, go to a gay parade. Okay? Let's see. Get to know some people. If you are uncomfortable around any type of group of people, no matter the skin color, their political affiliations, unless they're harmful people. We don't want that. I'm talking, healthy people. And well, even if they're extreme political people, read it without the reaction and the gut. Can you do it? I know you can. Because ultimately, what is this thing when we talk about forgiveness and then we judge? What is that? That's called insecurity. There, I answered it for you. Done. One less thing. Check it off your list. So I want you to engage in reading, in movies, in anything metaphysical, spiritual, astrological, anything that gets you feeling powered up like, this is my joy and I can't wait to do it at least 1 hour a day. Clean that clutter. Make space for the miracle that is you. Well, that was fun. Okay, I'm going to pull 1 card and then I'll be back on Monday. Oh, Star says, thank you so much for your wisdom and thank you for your presence, and connect with each other. Get to know each other. We're creating a community here and also on YouTube, and talk about your experiences. Let other people know what you're having trouble with, how you can help each other. That's, all right. Robert De Niro said it in the movie Brazil. We're all in this together, kid. I couldn't have said it any better myself. Maybe if I learned to say it in 14 different languages, that would be very Jupiter-ish. Yeah. I'm going to see if I could do that. I like to say hello in as many languages as I can. Neho ma, konnichiwa, buenos dias, hola, tecanis. I don't know. I'm pulling a card for everyone right now. Let's see what the universe has to say about working with these T-squares. Oh, this is a definite big time yes. Ooh, I like that. And then, is there another? And there is. I felt you coming. Oh, this is so fascinating. I love this. Okay, so the first card, isn't that so beautifully trippy? It says vibration. Let me turn it this way. Your vibration represents that of the universe. You are a universal representative. Are you off duty? I know you're not. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. Ah, that made a weird thing on my screen. Cause and effect. You put it out, it comes back. Exactly what we're talking about. Thank you, angels. So I work with starseed, Andromeda, Arcturians. I work with angels. They are not religious beings in my mind. They do not have genders, but they can kick you in your butt. I went a little longer than I needed to today because I wanted to make sure I got it all down and I put it in a coherent place for you to make use of it. So I will be back on Monday. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend and make some magic. Oh, Christine ends with, I think it's a Beach Boys song. Is it the Beach Boys? Good, good, good. And I never sing the Beach Boys. Good vibration. But that's me, letting go of my judgment. I'll see you guys on Monday. Be well, be sparkly, be present.